Have any of you guys ever wanted to watch YouTube while you're driving? Today, I'm gonna show you how you can do it. Today, I'm gonna show you guys a product from One Car Stereo that you've probably seen on social media a lot already. So the name for this device is a little crazy, but it is an AI CarPlay box. That's basically all they call it. And you'll see whenever you actually open it up, you've just got some instructions in here, and then your actual box, the module itself. And then once you pull this out, you'll see that you've actually got two different cords. So you've got the USB-C, and you've also got a standard USB into a USB-C, because that is what this needs for an input. Now it actually looks like it has vents on the back side as well. I guess that's so it doesn't overheat, and a little bit of a stand to create a little bit of separation just so it can cool down. But this box is basically all that it is. Now it's supposed to unlock a lot of different capabilities on your actual vehicle. Now you'll see an HDMI input as well as a USB input. Now just a forewarning to you guys that are interested in this product, if your car already has wireless CarPlay like the Grand Cherokee behind me, it won't work with those. But any of the ones that you have to plug in for the Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, they will work, like the Jeep Wrangler as well as the Camaro. Now just on the off chance this thing does make the vehicle I plug it into spontaneously combust, we're not going to try it out on the Rubicon 392 first. We'll try it out on the rebuilt Camaro. Now just to start, I'm going to try to do all this without reading any of the instructions to see how straightforward it is. So just going to peel off the sticker. And for this car, we'll actually need to use the USB to USB-C because the Camaro doesn't have any USB-C inputs. And then we're just going to plug it in to the USB that I usually leave plugged in for our Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. So we'll unplug that. And now it is plugged in, so I guess we'll just start the vehicle and try to connect to it through Bluetooth and try it out. All right, press the start button. Good job. So the green light is on the box. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my Bluetooth. I'm gonna turn off Wi-Fi. I did see something where it said to turn off your Wi-Fi. And I'm gonna find the new device. And now it is popping up BT-E9EE. It's popping up the CarPlay thing saying continue. So I'm gonna click continue. And it is showing up. And we'll have to click agree and accept. And now it is showing up everything on the actual screen. So now you can tell that it has got everything pulled up right here. I'm gonna click Car Auto and just see what this does. I'm not really sure what any of this does, to be honest, but we will find out. And it'll ask if I wanna use CarPlay, and I'll click yes, use CarPlay. And what do you know, sure enough, we have wireless CarPlay. That is pretty neat. Exit. And we've got navigation, music, Bluetooth, settings, video, apps. We've even got YouTube right here. So let's click on this YouTube. Now my phone doesn't have anything on it right now. So let's click onto YouTube and see what this is gonna do. Well, might have to refresh that. No way, it has got YouTube pulled up on the screen right there. So I'm actually going to switch over to my phone, start recording on it, because I don't need this to be on YouTube to be able to watch YouTube on here. Pretty cool. So I've got this on YouTube right now, and I'm going to go ahead and sign in. And just like that, I just logged in like we were on an actual computer right there. And now we've got YouTube on here. How crazy is that? Now let's see. We can go to no way. That is pretty freaking cool. Let's see if we click on it if it actually plays the video. to zoom and fill the screen.
Off-road park here in Tennessee. It is a freshly opened.
How cool is that? Now it does have this box that pops up right here, and it does go away. You just have to give it a little bit of time. But guys, look at that. We're watching a YouTube video in the Camaro. How insane is that? On the factory head unit. That doesn't even make any sense. Wonder if we can skip around. That is crazy, guys. That is absolutely insane. Now, I kind of want to see, before we test out anything else, I want to see if we can drive around like this and it still work. And I just thought about it too. I can even change the quality right here through settings. Higher picture quality. It might slow it down a little bit, but it'd be worth it to see how clear we can get it on this screen, which is not bad for a screen that's not made to do this. I feel like the Jeep screen is going to do quite a bit better with the Uconnect 8.4, but in the Chevy, this is actually the cheaper screen that they have. I'm surprised it's working this well. It's pretty neat. But let's drive around and see if it's going to work. Guys, how crazy is this? Sitting here watching my YouTube video, making a YouTube video. I mean, it doesn't get much cooler than that. And of course, whenever you're driving, you can still play it, which is really, really, really cool. And it's not having any issues loading anything either, which is not what I expected at all. So I'm really happy to see that. I didn't really think that it would play that well, especially, you got to think, it's pulling off of the internet from my phone, and I'm recording right now too on the phone that it's using the internet from. So it's not having any issues with loading anything, and that is at the higher picture quality too. This screen in the Camaro just isn't that great. That is so cool. I want to see what it's like whenever you're driving and you need to go back and look at your navigation. So a lot of times on road trips, I'm going to be going back and forth between obviously whatever I'm watching, if I have the ability to, and the actual navigation, because on long road trips, generally I don't know where the heck I'm going. You click the orange button whenever you tap the screen, it'll pop up, and then you can just click home. Oh, and it pops it up right there in the corner. So that navigation is a little bit different than what we were thinking. So I'm gonna click Car Auto, like we're doing our Apple CarPlay. Oh, it still pulls up the YouTube in the bottom corner right there. So you can click that, and then you can click your navigation. So let's just imagine we're on a trip. We've got our navigation pulled up right there. And then obviously we want to go back to YouTube because we've seen we've got 70 miles left, whatever the case may be, until we need to make a turn or something like that. So we've got YouTube in the bottom right corner. Let me shift a couple times. Then literally all you'll have to do is just click this. Click make it big. Right back to full screen. You cannot beat that. That is so wicked. Now, since we know all that works and we know it works while we're driving, let's see what other kind of features this thing's got. So I'm going to click pause on the video, and we're going to click that box and go back home. After you go home, you do have the ability to download more apps on here as well. So we've already got Disney Plus, we've got the Play Store. You can change your background, which is really cool. Not sure what different backgrounds we've got. So they've got just some generic backgrounds to click through, which is always cool, gives you a little bit of customization. You got email, so you can go through your emails. You've got directly for YouTube, you've got Spotify. You've got a lot of stuff that you need. I don't know what car letter is. Then you've got Netflix, and then you've even got the ability to clear your task, which is really nice, and Hulu as well. So then we'll go back from here, and you've got a video icon. What in the world is this?
All right, let's get to work.
Hey, Roma, you freaking out?
Oh, that is wicked. And you guys hopefully can tell how clear that actually is right here. That is super clear.
Justin, you didn't think it could get any better, huh? Here we go.
Oh, that is neat. I'm not even sure what this is right here. That's like a 2-minute little clip. But Android Auto Apple CarPlay is really quick on this. I'm really happy with that. That was one of my main concerns, is it not being fast and it not responding. We can go to whatever we need to, which is really, really neat. And it's really quick. And you guys can see the box right here. I just have it sitting out right now. It's not getting too hot. It's definitely got some ventilation right here. I don't know if this is something where you would want to leave it in your actual console. Maybe it would get hot there. I'm not sure where I'm actually going to sit it at, but where it is, you know, a piece of technology and it's going to heat up whenever you're using it. I definitely don't want to keep it in too much of a confined space because that's probably not going to be good for it. But for now, it's working really well and it's sitting out right here. And then even just being on YouTube, it does respond pretty well too. It's basically like you're on your computer. It's really neat. I didn't know that it would actually be able to do this. I thought it was going to have to use YouTube, you know, directly through your phone, like you have something pulled up. But sure enough, it doesn't need that at all. That is crazy. You can watch shorts in your car too. That doesn't make any sense.
What do you think about that? That's nice.
And it doesn't cut out your backup camera, so you've still got your backup camera when you need it. And now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and go back home and plug it up to the Jeep just to make sure it works. And I kind of want to see what this is gonna look like on that 8.4-inch screen in the Wrangler. Now, if you guys do want to get one of these, the link is gonna be down in the description below. So go over there, check them out. It's actually a great price, right over $100. So compared to what a lot of these modules cost, it's a really great price, great value, and it works. And now let's try it out in the nasty old Jeep and see if it works just as well. All right, I've got that plugged in. It looks like it still has power even whenever the vehicle is off, so it is something to keep in mind. Maybe this is something you want to unplug whenever you're not using it, but I don't know for sure yet. Go ahead and pull out of the garage, that way we don't die of exhaust fumes. And we will click agree and accept. Of course, we don't ever read any of that stuff. Alright, so it was super easy to actually get hooked up with this module where I'd already been connected to it. It automatically connected as soon as it got power. That was super easy, and all I did was click agree and accept, and we're on the exact same screen we were in the Camaro. And the touch feedback is actually a little bit better because we're in a Jeep now, not the Camaro. We'll click YouTube, see if it still holds where we actually signed in and stuff, even though we disconnected it. And it's already looking like it saved our settings because it is in black appearance. And you can see my logo up there in the corner, so it did remember it. We'll let it load for just a second. No way. That is perfect. So same thing again, it is pulling up all of our YouTube so we can watch all that. And let's see what the video quality looks like on here. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. That way we can get to 10,000 as quick as possible. Let's see. And if you just run it in higher picture quality, it'll give you the best it can while it still doesn't have to stop to actually load So that's going to probably be the best, especially while you're driving. It doesn't need to be crystal clear, but it works pretty darn good. Well guys, I honestly don't know what else to say about this little module. It is absolutely awesome, and it does even more than what I thought it could do. Just to be able to watch YouTube is really all I wanted, but like I said, you can do so much more, and you can still use your Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, but you just get to use it wirelessly, so you really can't beat that. Now, like I said, there will be a link in the description below if you guys want to go check these out. For the price, you just can't beat it. If you guys haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see next. But until then, Godspeed.